Hello everyone, welcome to day 27, and today the sketch is by the fabulous Sara Scraps. Isn't it beautiful? She created this for my series, and I'm going to play with the Cute Girl collection. So this is a collection I didn't buy when it first came out because I didn't know I was having a girl, and I didn't want to buy a bunch of girl things and then find out that Nora was a boy, right? So we didn't know at the time. I never bought it. I did buy the boy collection for Jackson to finish up Jackson's stuff, but so this is like rebuying it when it came out again, and obviously I didn't get very much of it. I have a few of the papers, but not everything. And so I'm just using what I have, but I really wanted to get one layout done that was mostly with the collection. That way, if I split it up with other things, I wouldn't feel as guilty. I'm learning that I really enjoy creating one layout with a collection as a whole, and then separating everything out and then mixing and matching and doing my other thing with it. So I've been having fun with that. And I decided that I haven't used tissue paper in a while and I wanted to bring that in today. So I'm just kind of accordion style folding it, and I love it. It's a really neat layer behind everything. And I'm still trying to decide what I want to use. I know I want to use a little bit of this cloud paper in some way or another, but the back of it has kitty cats, if I believe correctly. No, maybe that's the green paper. But I like the problem with Cute Girl and with a lot of papers is I only ever seem to buy one of papers. I never think like, oh, what if I like the other side? So I have to be really careful about how much I use, because if I want to use the other side too, it's hard. I should just buy two of everything and I wouldn't have that issue, right? Paper. Because I don't have enough in my stash already. So I am going to do this layer that you see here. I really love that. And now I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. I cut out this you and me little tab, which in the end doesn't actually make it on the layout, but I liked it. I was planning on going with that scripty word thing too, and things happen and change. So I decided, because of the way that Sarah's sketch was it kind of felt like a mixed media vibe-ish to me. So I'm going to do a little bit of the packaging technique. And I'm using a very light pink. It's called Cotton Candy, and it's a Shimmers product. I think it might be a Vibes. I'm not sure, but it's one of them. And I really like that color. It's nice and light. And then I'm going to go in and add a little bit more. I keep adding a few more layers just because you couldn't really see what I had done, and I wanted you to be able to see the mixed media that I had done. I actually was okay with the way this packaging technique turned out. I normally fight it and I don't like the end result, but this time it worked out really neat. And I'm also going to bring in this stencil. So as you can tell, this is kind of becoming my go-to stencil. I'm in love with these stars. It's a new stencil to me. I just received it. So I bought it back in like spring, but I just received it a couple weeks ago. So I've been playing with it and I love it. And I am using my Dazzlers now to put on the stars. And again, because I'm using a pink, it's really light and airy and pretty. And so I love the way that looks. I put my photo on it. I'm really liking that. But now it's just, as a whole, for a piece of paper, it's just not working. I lined it up with that green and I kind of liked that. That was okay. But I'm like, okay, well, maybe I could do that. And then I need to add some more mixed media though, because it's not quite enough. It needed to be a little bit brighter, and I just wanted you to really be able to tell that I had done stuff underneath it. And what I loved about doing this mixed media is the fact that because I did it after the stars actually showed up better because they had been sprayed on top of as well. So I really love the way that turned out. And then, of course, you have to wait and let the whole thing dry, too. So I'm looking at this thinking, you know what, this isn't going to work. So why don't I just tear a big, nice chunk off of it and turn this into a banner? And that's what I end up doing. I do trim it down a bit. This is a little too large. It probably would have worked, but it is so large and there's too much white space to it. So I trim it a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more until I get the way I want. And I'm also deciding that it kind of, as I'm looking at these papers, it's missing something. Like there's just too much pink going on, right? There's pink with my mixed media, there's pink with the background, and it's just too much pink. So I'm bringing in this little pop of nice tealy green color here, and I'm just going to do a very small border with it. And I love that. That was exactly what it was needing, was just that little pop there. And then I'll also end up using this same piece of pattern paper, and that's the pattern paper that has kitties on the back of it, and I'm saving it so I can use it for another layout with Nora because those kitty cats are so cute. And I'm going to use that as kind of a half border for this layout. So Sarah's layout sketch, I keep calling it a layout. Sarah's sketch kind of called for a full border, but I'm just manipulating it to work for me. And this piece of pattern paper you see right there is the one piece that isn't actually from Cute Girl. It is from the Hello Love collection. I think that's what it's called. I never get it right, but it's from a Valentine's Day collection from crepe paper, but it all matches because it's crepe paper, so it worked decently enough for me. And of course I'm going to fussy cut out a few of these adorable clouds. I love these clouds so much, and they are going to kind of replace what the stars are in her sketch. And I will make sure that you see the sketch at the end too, so you can kind of get what I've going from, because I know it's really hard. I wish I knew a way to make it so you could see the sketch fully while I was creating layouts the way like Mercy Tierra does it, but I don't have that software, and I don't know if I'm that committed to finding a way to do it, but I will make sure to show the sketch at the end. I did of course do a little bit of stitching. I chose to do black so that it would be a pop of color besides the green and the pink, and I'm also going to make my title out of black. And I'm only using one thicker, which is very strange for me. I normally use multiple thickers when I do titles, and this one is just simply titled Meant to Be. And what will happen is when I get the chance to journal, I didn't do it today, but I will get there. I took this photo one day. Nora was just kind of lying down beside me on the couch, and she's just busy talking to me and smiling up at me and just being adorable. And I just loved this moment, and she was just being so sweet, and she does have a gentle nature to her when she wants to. She can just be the sweetest little thing. And then of course she's also got a bit of a spacey personality, because every once in a while, man, she will let you know when something is not the way she wants it to be. She is gonna be a fun toddler. I can already see it. But this was one of her sweeter moments, and she was just being adorable. So I really want to document that and just say how I actually wasn't... I don't know how to say this without it coming out wrong, but I wasn't super excited that I was having a girl at first. I love it now. Of course, now that I have her, I absolutely adore it. But I find it's probably going to be a little bit more challenging for me than with Jackson. I found to be very easy. I don't know. There's just a difference, and I think I'm just so used to Jackson and the way of raising a boy that having a girl maybe was a little intimidating to me. But I'm learning that I absolutely adore it and love it, and I'm very excited that I have one of each now, and I'm very blessed to be able to have one of each. I'm a very, very lucky woman. But it's becoming an adjustment, and I'm learning and all of that, and that's kind of what this is going to talk about is and I want her to know that though I wouldn't have cared what she was no matter what, we don't care about that stuff. We just want them to be healthy. But this was a bit of a struggle, and life is sometimes a struggle, and you get through things, and you learn how to adjust and make things work, and you learn to love the things that you maybe thought you wouldn't at first. And it's kind of like that. I know that it's coming out so wrong. But yeah, Sean wanted a girl right away, and I was kind of hoping she was a boy. So that's just going to kind of be what this talks about. But in a positive note, I don't want her to ever think that I'm upset that she's a girl, because I'm not. I absolutely adore her, and I'm very, very happy she is a girl. It's just a difference, and it's just like you know that word that I can't say, persevering. That's not the right word. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. Through things, that sort of thing. So, okay, wow, that was the longest tangent ever, but that's what this is all about. So that's why my title is Meant to Be. And then for my final little bit of embellishments here, I'm going to add a little banner on my photo because behind where my elbow is, I was doing laundry too that day, and you can see all the laundry piled up behind me. So I'm just going to cover that up with a banner. And I used a little paper clip. I love these paper clips. I would use them on everything if I could. This one's a bow because it's a girl. And there you can see I tried to use that you and me, but it's just not going to make it. I tried, but it won't. I am going to add 2 tags at the top that you'll see in a moment, and another floral. I change out that floral you see to a little bit of a softer one that matched the tones in this layout, so that you can see that got changed. So I'm going to add these 2 little tags and tuck them underneath for a pop of color up there. The other floral goes down by the other side of the title, and then I actually add an arrow, this little love you to the moon and back, that I'm going to trim off so that it's like hanging off the cloud. I thought that was really neat. And then I'm going to add a little bird and a little deer at the bottom down by my title to kind of help finish it off. And that deer and the bird they're from the Dear Lizzie, I think it's Stargazer collection. So again, not from the collection, but I don't always use full-on collections like that. Sometimes I struggle with it. So this was me going outside my box just a little bit, but that wraps it up. So, I followed it decently closely. I can definitely tell that it's from the sketch. I hope you can too. This is a really fun one, so I hope you get a chance to play along with it yourselves. Don't forget, if you do, just use my hashtag 30DSCBL to play along, and I get to announce the winners. You have a whole nother month to keep playing, so until Halloween is when I announce the winners for this. So I hope you've been enjoying this series. I've really had a lot of fun doing it, and it's very close to being done. I only have 4 more layouts to go, guys. All right, I will see everyone tomorrow with a sketch from another really good friend of mine. So here's the sketch again from Sara, and here's my take from it. All right, everyone, see you later. Bye.